1st.
Okay.
Which I thought it already was.
I thought that was a thing
Trump
already.
did April 30th.
Well, the stay-at-home order originally was set to expire on the 6th here in Ohio. They set it from March 23rd through April 6th. I'm sure there are some people who were aware of that. I was not. I was assuming we were going to be inside for all of April and probably May.
I was thinking June.
June 2 or up to June?
I thought to June, because I don't know where I heard it. There was like a doctor on TV on one of the news shows that was saying if we do everything right, this was like maybe a couple weeks ago, if we do everything right, we'll be done by June. But
Right, but we're not doing everything right. Not even close.
Exactly.
Pence was talking about Memorial Day.
We believe
September?
we're in a much better place by June the 1st if every American will put these guidelines into practice. We really do believe that by Memorial Day weekend or by early summer, we can be through the hardest part of this.
There you go.
Poundcake, did you say September?
Labor Day.
That's
I'm
Labor
sorry.
Day, I know.
See?
Yeah, but a lot of people screw that up.
Yeah, I know.
Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Because they're holidays.
I didn't even catch it. That's
like they're holidays, but like not holidays. No one's really like putting up a tree for Memorial Day. But
Well, I do.
I
I
love
put in my
those,
memorial
yeah.
bush. You don't?
I trimmed my memorial bush.
Yeah!
That weekend, I exclusively for veterans.
All right. Right. Bill in Tennessee. Alan, if a Poundcake allows all three of you to edit, it won't sound like him after editing. That's what I was saying. I'm recusing myself from the process because I knew I would go through it with a red pen, and that's not the point of it.
And then my editing was pretty light in that I
was
just
very
wanted him
light.
to just kind of punch it up a little bit, and then also just fix like some of the wording that he used, because he says something where it's like, what is the phrase that you used?
My own worst pessimist?
Yeah, my
yeah.
own worst pessimist.
yeah.
It's no surprise to me. I am my own worst pessimist.
He said I'm either my biggest motivator or my biggest pessimist, and I was like, yeah, that's not the right word for that situation.
Okay. But yeah,
you go.
it was very light. It was like a line or two. He had.
Well, Bill is known
menace.
for his light touch.
It was menace and then like the structural stuff. But other than that, yeah.
Bill and I are part of this Channel 19 telethon that's going on Saturday night. It has now been extended by an hour.
Oh, do we have to do more content?
Yeah, Bill, of course. It'll be fine. They're doing a live telethon over there on Channel 19. It will air live here on WMMS as well. It was 8 to 10. It is now 8 to 11. iHeart Cleveland, along with 19 News and the Cleveland Cavaliers, are broadcasting All for the Land COVID-19 Relief live. So a lot of their people are involved in it. A lot of our people are involved in it. And if you're able to help the United Way or the Greater Cleveland Food Bank or the Red Cross, it's going to be to really laser focus on people who need a variety of things in Northeast Ohio. So if you go to WMMS.com, all the info is going to be there. But I got to note that they have extended it to 11 o'clock. So it will be live on 19 News, 8 to 11 Saturday night. It will also be broadcast here on WMMS and on WTAM 1100. But if like sound, FM. So there's that whole thing. I would like to give props to whoever came up with this over at Fox 8, because I think it's funny, and I think that they need to do more things like this. But I don't know who's responsible for it. Stephanie Schaefer, I think, is she the foxy blonde that anchors in the morning there?
Yeah.
There's a couple. I
The
think.
tiny one?
Tiny one. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
real slight. And then Todd Meany, who is over at Fox 8, who I think is a funny dude. He's a musician, and I played with him years ago at a charity show. I played the drums, and he was playing. He might be a harp man for all I
Ooh.
know.
A harpist.
I thought they did a funny bit over there that they pulled off the television.
For a new daily feature on Fox 8 News in the morning, we're just trying to cheer you up a bit. What day is it? With Todd Meany.
Wednesday.
That's great.
He just points to a graph. They do this big build-up. He points to a graphic of a picture of a calendar. Wednesday.
I like
and then
that
they
a
kick
lot.
in.
That's really
Very funny. Yeah. When I'm at home, the WGN Morning News in Chicago, which is Channel 9, they have a huge staff of people, and they have a lot of viral content and things like that because they're always doing like interspersing news with like legit comedy stuff and very fun. And so it reminded me of that when I saw it. So whoever's idea that was over at Fox 8, that's very funny. I don't know if
contacts over there. I'll find out.
I don't know if they're going to legitimately do that every day for the time being, but they absolutely
I hope so.
should. Yeah,
That's one of those things
it's
that
just changing the graphic to the day of the
Yes.
calendar. You go Thursday.
it's like funny. Are they still doing this? Oh, they're really still doing this. Okay, we get it. It's Sunday. Okay, no, this is funny
Yeah, it's
again.
still funny.
You know what I mean? Like,
You got to come full circle on
and
it.
yeah. And then the longer it goes, like they've been doing this every day for a month. It's wonderful.
Well, it is the number one rated news morning show in the greater Cleveland metropolitan area. So whoever's idea it was, I don't know if a producer came up with it. For all I know, Todd could have come up with it himself, to whom I say mazel tov, because I thought that was very funny. Now that March Madness is canceled, by the way, America finds itself with a glut of wings. They're not sure what to do with all these wings.
Send them
They
my
probably
way. I'll eat them.
Over-ordered.
All of the poultry that gave their lives in advance of March Madness. And all for naught. For nothing. Murder most foul. See what I did there, Bill? Mm-hmm. Spelling jokes. Oh, my goodness. Have we gotten to that already?
Already?
Yeah.
For 10 years?
I'm sitting here trying to come up with a chicken pun for sacrifice. I'm like,
I'm just waiting for the place.
What is it? What can I come up with?
There's going to be a place that goes too far with this because they're going to have too many chicken wings, so they're going to do some sort of sale and be like, try our COVID-19 hot sauce.
Oh, you
Get
think
your
so?
coffin.
so.
Someone's going to do it.
Someone always does. Someone always goes
like
too
that-
far.
Yeah, but I feel like
that mattress commercial.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the 9/11 mattress
Yeah,
commercial?
someone
She
always
like
goes too
actually
far.
falls into the
Thing
mattress.
is, they did that, 10 years later. I don't know how, or is it 20
was like
years?
15 years
yeah,
later,
15 years
yeah.
later. And this is way too current and way too soon to do something like this.
Yeah, but after everybody can go back outside,
No.
I can tell.
Too many people have
totally
died.
See some dumb place.
This is a plague.
Well, there's
It's not
always
gonna-
there's always going to be dummies, but I also think that the tail on this is going to be so long that there's never going to be a great time. Then again, Gilbert
jokes.
Gottfried was making 9/11 jokes on 9/12. So what do you want, right? You got nothing over there, Beak Claw?
You
Murder
have
most
one,
foul.
don't you?
No.
Oh, I was thinking like you said they all gave their lives. I was like, sacrifice.
Yeah, birds. March Madness.
Sacriflies?
Flies.
No, I don't know because they fly.
Wings. Birds.
Feathers.
Feathers.
Beak. Claw. I got
Thoughts
nothing.
and birds of prey.
Thoughts and birds of prey.
Word jokes are ponderful.
That's fitting.
I just don't think COVID-19 jokes will stick. It's going to be like jokes about the Holocaust.
Yeah, right, there's a billion memes every day making jokes
Yes.
about this.
But they didn't understand the severity of it. Or
No, every day, like new ones.
okay, well,
By the way, there will never be universal understanding of the severity of it.
sure.
Because we'll never really know. We won't know. We'll know precisely how many people die. We won't know how many people have it, how many people might get it, how many people had it and never showed anything, but
didn't.
gave it to somebody else. We'll never know.
Chris Cuomo said when his fever was like at a peak, he was hallucinating. It was so bad.
He was talking to their dad.
What was it, like
talking to Mario
107?
Cuomo.
Isn't it like 106, 107 is when
I
you
don't
start?
think it was
That's when
that
you
high.
start to hallucinate.
That's when
I
your
thought-
brain starts to bubble.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
you'll be dead.
hallucinate at 102.
He was like 103 and a half, I think, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. 107. You better hit an ER if you
Yeah.
have a temperature
Oh my
like
God,
that.
I've never heard of anybody having a temperature 107.
So, yeah, the wing business is totally in the gutter, said a guy from the Northwest Meat Company in Chicago, which supplies wings to restaurants and hotels and clubs. He's like, only way we're selling these is curbside to go, but that's it. We lost 30 or 40 sports bars just in the greater Chicagoland area. And so they have a glut. They have a...
Are they going to drop wing prices?
Here's
Bring
what
back like the 25-cent wing Wednesdays?
Here's what I think. Is there a way? Because, listen, we are nothing if not a country of innovators and of forward thinkers. Is there a way that we can convert these wings into ventilators or masks? Any way whatsoever? Could you peel the skin off and put it over your nose and mouth?
If it's cooked to the right temperature.
Yeah, but then it's going to be so good.
I was
that
gonna-
you're
you're
not
gonna
gonna-
lick it.
You're going to eat your mask.
You can't eat your mask.
I Wow.
But then that would make it, these masks are only supposed to be single use anyway.
What about
and
the
like
bones?
A functioning chicken might work as some sort of ventilator, if they could flap their wings.
You take the bones of all the chicken wings. You have to eat them, obviously. And then you put those into a makeshift mask, like Bane, kind of.
Oh, like...
but out of chicken bones.
Like
and
in
then,
Morton Joe in Mad Max?
Oh, yeah.
And then you stretch the chicken skin over it.
Oh.
Yeah?
The bones are their
Oh,
money.
my God.
Did I ever think we'd legitimately get to work that in? No, I did not. But thank you, Mary. You opened a door, and I was only
you
too
for setting it
pleased
up.
to walk through it.
You
set it up. I got to
are
spike it.
welcome.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what we
that's
could
a
do
good
with
day.
all that. Bones and, I don't know. But, boy, we've got a lot more wings than we can do anything with.
I think just put the wings on sale. People will buy wings.
I love wings. I
If you
haven't
do
had
like
wings in a minute.
I had wings last night. Great.
You had wings last night?
Yeah.
At home?
Yeah. Got them
Now-
delivered from Buffalo
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah.
Here's why I don't like wings to go. I feel like I like a crispy wing, and by the time it gets to me, it is no longer crispy.
We're all making sacrifices.
Yeah,
but that's why I haven't ordered them to go yet.
I'm not a wing guy, so I recuse myself. But B-Dubs, by the way, their Instagram account tagged Erica in it.
Yeah, she
Couple
was on her
nights
Twitter,
ago.
too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, Bill's the one over there consuming all these wings.
Yeah,
She
that's what
got
my
a takeout.
girlfriend wanted for dinner. I got to take out.
They didn't just randomly tag Erica. She was eating Buffalo Wild Wings.
I
No,
didn't
that's what
put
I
it-
mean. But
Yeah.
I mean, she was in it.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Why isn't Bill in there?
I didn't tag him.
Oh, you see.
I didn't put it on my
tag
story.
him.
If I would have put it on my
This guy.
story, maybe then I would
I
have
do. I
tagged.
tag every major corporation when I'm doing stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah. If I'm at Target, I'll tag Target because I'm like, hey, you never know. Could
never
lead
know.
to something.
True.
If I'm talking sweet about something, I did that. That worked out with me with Halo Top Ice Cream. I
that's
tagged
right,
them in
yeah.
a tweet and they sent me like 15 free pints. They're like, hey, we want to contribute to your next night in. I was like, hell yeah, you do.
Oh, it worked.
I had that all last summer. Free ice cream.
Huh.
You never know.
Well, you never do you?
I plan on tagging Vizio because I bought a new TV today.
That's what
Setting
TV I
that up.
have, yeah.
I had to go
Boy.
to 2 different Walmarts.
If only, I'll tell you what, that story would have been so much more compelling had it not been a garbage product like Halo Top.
First of all, fantastic ice cream.
Ugh. Yeah, if you
Well,
can't,
it's
if your
'cause
body
It's not ice
can't
cream.
handle, your
It's
body
not
can't-
ice cream.
it's not ice cream. Your
It's
body,
vegan and
if you're-
dairy-free and
stop
soy-free
it.
and all
Stop.
that. I can't have dairy.
All words that mean no, not ice cream.
No, it's not real ice cream. It's vegan ice cream, but that is what I need.
I know.
Just like they say
This guy.
a veggie burger. I'm like, it's not a burger. It's
no, but
bunch of-
but those
it's a
some of those are
patty.
legit though.
a bunch of oats and stuff.
I'll eat a
poured
bean
together.
patty. I will not eat fake ice
You
cream.
don't have to. It's not any. I mean, it's healthier that it's lower in calories a little bit.
Did you find that stuff I told you to find? The butter
I went
pecan?
and they didn't have it. They didn't have the butter pecan. They had the basics. They had like vanilla, chocolate chip cookie dough. They had the.
Everything's picked over right now.
All I'm seeing, yeah, everything except vegan food products. Everything I'm seeing is just still. Well, that's why I'm saying they should have plenty of the vegan ice cream.
I don't know that they carried butter pecan though, because that's like a pretty wide selection.
You'll notice this is the difference between regular food products that people might pass over and the ice creams, right? Is that most other vegan products, boy, there's no room on the packaging to tell you what it is because the word vegan is so goddamn big, right? They want you to know. Ice cream, they don't want anybody to know.
Dude.
Because they know it's fake. So they put vegan in tiny little lowercase letters. Vegan, dairy-free. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So for those of you who unfortunately are not able to process
I wish I could
those
eat
things,
ice cream, man.
have you your entire life been lactose intolerant? No.
It started to get really bad.
It was brought on by cheerleading?
No, it started to get really bad in like 2016, where I would get actually.
Oh, this is a recent development.
Yeah,
Oh.
2017 was the first time I threw up. I ate ice cream, I ate a Blizzard, and I chucked maybe 30 minutes later.
And what did you
I want a
attribute it
Blizzard.
to initially?
Well, because before
Morning
that,
sickness?
No, I was like, I wasn't hungover or anything. That's why I was like, this is the only thing I've eaten in the last few hours, and it was like pretty quick. I didn't feel well while I was eating it, and then I threw up after.
Huh.
I've stayed away from milk for a long time, like, because whole milk used to really upset me, and then I started to drink like 2%, and then I would be all bloated and not feel well, and then I went to skim, and then I just stopped eating cereal because that was the only thing I was really using milk for.
Huh.
I never really, I don't know, I wasn't ever huge on cheese. I mean, on a sandwich or a burger or something, but.
Lactose intolerance isn't a true allergy, but it can develop at any age.
See?
Wow. usually triggered by another medical condition, such as Crohn's disease.
I don't know about that.
You don't have Crohn's, do you?
I've never been tested for it.
Huh.
But I remember it was the day I got back from Atlanta. The apartment I lived in at the time was walking distance from a Dairy Queen. So I got back, unpacked my stuff. It was a nice day. Walked down to Dairy Queen, walking back, eating my Blizzard. 10 minutes in, I'm like, this isn't, maybe I'm just eating too quickly. And then I got back to my apartment, sat for like 15 minutes and just...
I like how passive-aggressive Google can be. Because somebody will ask, do eggs have lactose? And Google will say, since eggs are not dairy, they don't contain lactose.
Right.
Therefore, you can eat eggs. Or maybe that's just how I'm reading it.
No, that's how Google is. They're like, come on, guys. They get asked stupid question, Pargonate, all day long.
Can I get Pargonate? Pergonat?
Well, ice
what
cream
time
made
Could I
did
be
he say?
Pregonate? How do I know if I'm Prengan? What is the best time to sex to become pregnant?
I love that one. That one makes me laugh.
Time is-
Become pregnant. You can call the Alan Cox Show After Hours line anytime you like if you're not able to join us live. 216-986-8903 is that number.
Man, what do you think would happen if there were like large-scale internet outages like right now? Because that would just be fun this time. Have a good one, man.
That's it.
Oh, there you go. Hey, large-scale internet outages.
That would
be a-
be.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're
bad.
used to that here at iHeartMedia Compound out here in the broadcast center. If you don't think, by the way, that everyone in the rest of the world is trying to shut down our grids right now, you are not paying attention. We are flat on our ass. If there was ever a time to try to really kick us in the balls with somebody from another country. I mean, they're trying to hack us all the time anyway, just in regular times. Now where we're like focused on one thing, I know there's still people who are tasked with keeping their eye on that thing, but holy cow.
No internet. DVD party at Mar-a-Lago. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
No
People
one's
with
invited.
DVDs, boy.
Everyone makes fun of me.
That's
no
right.
one can come, but I'll be there.
Well,
I thought about that, though.
Yeah.
in the
Get
land of the
your TV
blind,
up
the
first.
one-eyed man is king. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, people go, oh, no internet. You know, oh, so you can't look at your websites. Maybe you'll have to read a book.
You can't
One of
get
those.
information.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Electrical grids. The internet doesn't just mean scrolling, you finding out which Friends character you are based on the vegetables you like. You know,
You are
it's
kind of a
every.
Ross,
Well, thank you.
honestly, but-
Thank you. I'm a rutabaga.
I'm a Rachel.
It's
I bet Alan's a
it's
Phoebe.
everything. You think?
Alan's a Phoebe?
Yeah, it'd
No.
be shocking. Yeah.
Huh. Thanks, Bill. She was the most compelling character on that show. And I think Paul Rudd is... forget it. I can't even talk today.
You all right over there?
No, I'm
What's
all
going on
worked
with
up.
You are worked up. You're
I don't
being
know.
combative about
Menace got
vegan
him.
ice cream. Something that you don't even have to consume. Vegan ice cream you're being combative about. Yelled at Cody because he doesn't know what a menus is. Are you all right?
This is me. First of all, it's 80 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Can we please do something about the heat?
I
sure
turned
you
it down
don't
to
have a fever?
65.
That's 60.
Oh my
65.
God, we got to keep the door open then. We're the only
Yeah.
ones here anyway. What do
Do
we
you want
care?
me to open the door?
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it sounds horrible though.
Well, it
Just
sounds...
kidding.
Yeah, it's weird. It's echoey.
Why?
Put the garbage can in front of it.
Java Joe's gonna come out of his studio swearing like you'll see.
All right.
Can't remember the last time we kept the studio door open.
Last time it was this hot in here.
Yes.
It's
I'm
70
so comfortable. It's, not
70
even believable.
How?
Like,
It's 78
and
degrees.
I have on my little
You're in
sweater.
a long sleeve sweater.
Yeah, I gotta take
This
this
is.
hoodie off.
Did you notice how? I am.
I don't even know what that means.
You know what it means.
I did not notice that you were a dan.
Listen.
Are you laser gunning us or finger gunning us or whatever it is?
Pew 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 pew.
Who loves lasers? Lots of lasers. Pew 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 pew.
Are you feeling stressed?
Me?
Yes, you.
Everyone is feeling stressed. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not alone in that.
No, I've had a full blown mental
Hey,
breakdown on Monday.
This is me powering through each and every day.
Okay.
Right? And I'm trying to, after yesterday's show, boy, I really had to kind of calm myself down.
Well,
After,
because of
after all
all
those
those-
Trump nuts called
Yeah.
me
Oh,
and were
yeah,
screaming
yeah.
their heads off at nothing.
Let me give you a little advice, Alan.
Thank you,
Get
Bill.
out of your head. It's not safe there either.
If only I had something that I could consume information-wise that would guide me down that primrose path.
Definitely not my article.
But you can still go to AlanCoxShow.com and read it.
Definitely not that.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Not going to help you.
And I was kind enough to also put the clip of when Alan yelled at you for being on your phone because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
So you can.
That's right. You reference to the reference point. Thank you. Is it? I'll take it here in little drips and drabs. Right? Is it possible to put your best foot forward when you don't even feel like the best version of yourself? That's a great line.
Right.
Right? That's a good line. Mm-hmm. Just mixed up in all this other mishigas in here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like the best version of yourself right now, Poundcake?
No.
Have you ever?
When was the best version of yourself?
Probably in college, because I thought I was better than I actually was. And no, it's
Right,
so true.
but
though.
everybody does in college.
Yeah.
Everybody, because you're getting laid and you're having
It
fun.
wasn't
and,
even
know.
that. Career-wise, like I went from being a freshman to being a sophomore that was running the student-run radio station. And like I said, my mind was focused on this is only 4 or 5 years, like I did, of my life, and what am I going to do after this? And so I was determined to get an internship, to get a job. Like even when I was interning here, I was like, I'm going to make something out of this. I don't know how. I don't know, how I'm going to do it, but I know it's going to happen. And somehow it did. So now that things are
somehow. I hired you. That's how it happened.
But I'm saying I didn't have necessarily
Somehow.
a plan. I wanted to be hired on the show, but there was no budget and a bunch of things, tied into it. So yeah, I got hired. And college, I feel like I ruled the roost a little bit, and then I'm like, wow, I'm back on the smallest on the totem pole.
Yeah, I like the line in there. It's no secret I've been in a rut these past few months. It's not. It's everybody knows that
Did you know being a loud, obnoxious queen has a downside?
You said you wanted to have
being a loud, obnoxious queen. That's loud, comma, by the way. See, I'm doing it again. Radio is what I love and what I thought I knew. You thought you knew it? What does that mean?
I thought I knew more than what I did.
Why?
Because I was a stupid, dumb.
It's that
still a stupid, dumb
Dunning-Kruger
kid.
effect,
Yeah, it is
Bill.
exactly
Because
that.
I'm stupid.
when stupid people think that they're smart, they do a lot of damage. Fortunately, you're not in control of anything.
That's me. Walking in like, I could do CrossFit, what? You never work out.
Well, eventually
right?
you can.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
you can't on day one.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, the next installment of Poundcake is for your perusal at alancoxshow.com.
This job is very humbling, and honestly, like I am learning more here, obviously because it's a professional area, but people don't teach radio anymore. And when I was in my student-run radio station, you said you couldn't believe that I was teaching kids. Well, I was, and I did a pretty good job. And I'm kind of like leading the example because I did get a job after I graduated. But being here, what's the next step?
Yeah, but how did you get that job in college?
Well, I had a lot. I guess I had a lot more drive. And
No,
I'm
but
not
I mean,
gonna-
like, were you going up against a bunch of other people, or
Yeah.
did they just need a warm body?
People were gunning for my job. They didn't like the way I ran. I wouldn't say the administration didn't like the way I ran things.
He just gave himself away.
But
Everybody was
other
trying to get
students-
my job. They hated how I did
The
it.
students didn't like me because I was big on discipline. I was like, you don't have to do your air check. Like you can take the F. I don't care. Like this is for you. If you want a job after you graduate, then I feel like.
Well, not everybody does. Some people do radio in college just to dick around and have fun.
These kids were, and then they didn't like the fact that I was kind of an authoritarian, and they had been there 4 years already. They didn't see like a sophomore coming in, taking their spot. How am I going to teach them?
He
things?
ruled with an iron fist.
And I had people.
I'm not going to tell you where that
Saved it for
fist
later.
was. But, all right, I got to break
Rolled with
here.
a rubber fist.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
And everywhere you go on our free